Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. In this video, we are just going to be reading. That is the video. We're going to be reading fall reads because I have a lot. I have a couple books on my fall TBR and I thought we could do a fall reading vlog. Let's just get started with the video and start reading. The real question is pumpkin spice creamer or cookie butter. I did cookie butter in my hot coffee this morning, so maybe I should do pumpkin, but low-key this one is better. Let's try pumpkin. Time for taste test. That's good. Now I kind of want to go sit outside and read with my coffee and my audiobook, but I think it's too hot. I just want it to be nice and crispy and cold. Okay, quick reading update. I worked on my reading journal for a bit. I did 2 journal spreads. This is my one golden summer spread, and then this is my love arranged. I wanted to give you guys a quick little reading update on the book. I'm on chapter 3. The chapters are a little bit long, but right now I'm really enjoying it. I think this might be a good book. I don't know if I want to say a favorite yet, but I am really enjoying it. I like the characters. I like the plot. I'm really enjoying the setting. I think this might be the fall book. And I know I'm only on the first book and I'm not even halfway through, but so far it's really giving what I wanted in a fall book, in a fall romance book. What I know so far, our female main character moves to this small town because she's going to be running the inn that her mother used to run before she passed away. Our male main character was her mom's neighbor, and he is a single dad. He has a teenage daughter and like a 6-year-old, and she is just recently divorced. So I think I'm really gonna enjoy this. I like where it's going, so I think this might be a fun time. I'm gonna continue reading it and work on this, and I'll give you guys an update once I get more into the book. Okay, quick update. I know it looks like I'm in the same spot. I am, but I promise I've done other stuff. But I've been listening to the audiobook. I changed my nails, so that took me a while. I listened to a bit of the audiobook. I'm about 40% in. I'm on chapter 13 and I'm still really much enjoying it. I have loved the small town, the characters. I like his daughters. I like the relationship that she's building with his daughters. I'm really liking our male main character. He's the perfect dad. He is being such a good friend to our main character. I'm gonna pause right now, but I will come back to it. And I'm excited to see how this continues and how the relationship kind of comes to be. As you can see, we are in the fall mood right now. I wanted to give you guys a reading update on If It Makes You Happy. 40% into the book, audiobook. I do want to say that I have been pausing this book because this is my audiobook, and so I've been reading other books on the side, specifically at night with my Kindle and stuff. But I have been thinking about these characters and this story when I'm not reading it. That is a good sign. When I'm thinking about the characters and the plot in the book, when I'm not actively reading, that is a good sign. And I have been thinking about these characters, specifically our male main character. I really like him, and I'm not like the biggest fan of single parent. It's not something that I search for and stuff, but this one I'm really enjoying it, maybe because he has such a good relationship with his daughters. I saw somewhere that this book is loosely inspired of Gilmore Girls, and I don't know if that's true or not. I can see how the small town kind of would be inspired from Stars Hollow from Gilmore Girls. I would think that maybe our male main character is a little bit the male version of Lorelai, maybe just slightly. I don't know, like I said, I'm just barely getting into the book. That's kind of my quick little update. I'm gonna continue listening to it, and hopefully I can have an update very soon. Hi guys, okay, I am editing this video and I realized I never updated or even acknowledged that I finished, if it makes you happy. I don't know if I didn't film or if I did and can't find the footage, but it's so odd because I finished a book and didn't say anything about it. This book was a 4-star read for me. I really enjoyed it. If you're looking for a book that really has that autumnal aesthetic and you really want to get into the fall spirit, you really want to get into the season, I think this is a book that absolutely matches that. It takes place in this small town, has all these things like festivals, events, coffee shops, baking, all that. Our female main character, she moves to this small town because her mother passes away and she used to run an inn in this small town. The book talks about her maybe not having the best relationship with her mom growing up since they were not very close, but she ends up moving here because her sister, who plans on running this inn, is still in college. She still needs to finish and graduate, and so she takes this time to move to this town and run this inn while her sister is in school. She meets her next door neighbor, which is our male main character. He used to help her mom run this inn, and he's actually the baker of this small town, so he would help with like baking stuff for the inn and breakfast and all that kind of stuff. They do have a little bit of kind of, I wouldn't say, I guess, forced proximity in a way, but also they kind of have to talk to each other and see each other because he knows a lot about running the inn. He is a single father of 2 girls. One is like a 16-year-old and one is, I believe, 6. Really enjoyed seeing the relationship that he had with his daughters. I think it was just like so cute for a single dad, and I typically don't love single parent trope. I mean, it's okay, like I'll read it, it's a good trope, but it's not one that I love. But I think this one was done very, very well, and I enjoyed the kids. I enjoyed the whole aspect, and I think the kids made this book a lot better, which is not usually the case. Just get to see these 2 characters kind of spend a lot of time together, and obviously everything about the fall aesthetic was there and it was perfect, and so I think it was a really good book. I did it on audiobook and I would recommend. I think it's such an easy audiobook read, and I was just doing a lot of crafts. I was baking, I was doing my reading journal, I did my, what was that, pixel art. That was good. 4-star. But yeah, this is me acknowledging that I finished the book and I don't know what happened. But now let's move on to our next read. Okay, I'm gonna be reading Hot First Layer by Ali Hazelwood, and this is a quick novella. I think it's like a 94-page novella. Sorry, my voice is kind of going away, but I really thought that last night I was gonna be able to finish the book because it's only like 90 something pages, but I fell asleep. I only got to chapter 4, which is 30% of the book. We're going to play it right now and hopefully finish it. I'm gonna do some cleaning, so I should be able to finish it. But so far, I'm really liking it. I'm really liking their dynamic. I don't know if I talked about the plot. She's a vampire. He's a vampire slayer. And they've been around each other for centuries, I believe. He's obviously trying to kill her, and they're just always bumping into each other. They just have like a really bantery dynamic. So she gets captured, and literally she's about to die. They're about to kill her. and he shows up and saves her because he's like nobody else gets to do this but me. Why is that hot? He's literally trying to kill her. I don't know. I love it. I don't know if it's just the Ali Hazelwood banter that I love so much, or like the dynamics, but it's good. Okay, I did finish Hot for Slayer. It was a quick audiobook novella. I enjoyed it. Like, actually not hesitant, but I was, what's the right word, curious to see how, I've said it before, Ali Hazelwood writes her men super down bad and obsessed, and I was curious to see how she was gonna make it work in a novella. I've read her novellas before in the past and she does it so well, so I don't know why I doubted her. I was like, how is it gonna work, because they're completely enemies to lovers. She's a vampire, he's a vampire slayer, but she made it work and it happened so well. He is obsessed as well. The only bad thing is that I wish it was longer. It was way too short, and I would have loved to explore these characters in a full-length novel, and I think it would have been so good, because I think she does paranormal romance so well. Like her vampires, werewolves, all of that, they're just so good. I would have loved to see these characters a little bit more developed, but even then I feel like I know them. But I enjoyed it. I think it was good for the month of October. I think that was a good fall book, and it was a quick one, just in between reads, because now I don't know what I'm gonna read. I think I'm either gonna pick up Fall I Want or Soul Searching by Lila Sage. Got here and immediately came to the beach to read. This is my happy place. Truly, my favorite place on earth is the beach. Also, I'm reading a fall romance at the beach, but who cares? Oh my god. This scene was so cute. Out of context, but this was so funny. Hi guys, okay, let's do a quick reading update. 23% into the book, and I'm really enjoying it because it has a lot of fall ambiance, aesthetic descriptions, and it really just puts you into the fall spirit. And not only that, but the romance is really good. I can tell that it's gonna be a good one, but I think I'm gonna read a little bit more before I give another update. I'm only 78 pages in. We're on our way to the beach. I'm gonna sit and read and hopefully get a big chunk of it read. I've been wanting to go sit down by the beach and just read, and everyone kind of just wanted to relax, and I was like, no. I'm currently getting ready. Let's have a very much needed update chat, because I haven't really talked much about the book that I'm reading. It is the last day of our trip we are about to check out. I'm 70% into the book, really enjoying it. Wanted to finish it on this trip. I thought I was gonna finish it yesterday, and I could have, but yesterday wasn't really much of a beach day. We did go to the beach for a bit in the morning, and that's when I read a bit, and then we went back in the afternoon, but I got in the ocean, so I didn't really read that much. But the day before was like a full me sitting at the beach. So I did read a lot that day, and then last night I fell asleep because I was so tired. We just did a lot more exploring and stuff, having some coffee. This is my first hot coffee of the trip. I've been going to the local coffee shop and it is so good. But anyway, the book, I don't think I've really talked about the plot and what it is about. But basically we have this girl trying to have a breakthrough in her career in the cartoon, illustration, children's book drawing niche, I guess. And she's trying to get a job with like this super famous horror author. And she meets this guy and they have like the opposite of a meet cute. She's at a coffee shop and he comes up and steals the last blueberry muffin that she was gonna get. Like her whole day was depending on this muffin, so she's mad. They both start talking and they agree to help each other because he's like, I need help with the romance. I need to write some romance articles for work. She loves romance. She loves romance books and movies and all that, which I love the representation of that in a book. He loves horror books and horror movies and stuff like that. So they decided to help each other, give each other book recommendations so they can read them. And they have like a weekly book club. Starts off as rivals very briefly and then they become friends, and obviously it's gonna become two lovers. Right now we're still at the friends stage of everything. Feelings are starting to show up. And our main character, he's kind of nerdy, he's very caring, he's always listening to her, like he pays attention, he knows her so well, and I know that this romance is gonna be a top one for me. I'm really liking it. I think I'm going to say this already, but this might be the favorite of this book. Also, our main female character, she works at a bookstore and I think that is so cute. But yeah, I think that's my update for right now. I'm really enjoying it, and my goal is to finish this book at least on our drive back. So hopefully when I get home I can have a full update on this book. Okay guys, I'm back home. I wanted to chat about Drawn Together. I actually did end up finishing it on the road trip, and I have to say I love that book. I'm giving it 5 stars just because it was so cute and I loved it so much. First of all, had no plans to read this book. It wasn't on my TBR. It wasn't on my fall TBR. It wasn't even on my radar. It's funny how things work because like I said, this book wasn't on my radar at all, and I was scrolling through Kindle Unlimited and I saw this one and I saw that it was like a fall romance, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna try this one, and it ended up being a 5-star read. I went into it thinking it was just gonna be like a fluffy, cute, cheesy fall read, but it's way more than that and I really enjoyed it. I think I talked a little bit about the plot. They both kind of need each other. He wants to know a little bit more about the romance genre, she wants to know a little bit more about the horror, and so they come together and have a book club. They give each other book recs, but this man is so down bad and obsessed for her. It is so cute, and we don't get his point of view throughout the book, but at the end of every chapter you kind of get like a little snippet of his mind, so you kind of do get a sneak into his head, and it's just so good. I have so many good quotes highlighted in my Kindle. I really love seeing our female main character find someone who puts her first. That is one of the things that she talks about in the book, how she has always wanted to be someone's first choice, and that is Fletcher. And he is, you know what, I'm gonna stop talking about it because I feel like if you take one book recommendation from this video, it is Drawn Together by Juliana Smith. It is on Kindle Unlimited. Read it this fall. We still have a couple weeks of the season, so I definitely think you should go and check it out. Now let's talk about the other books that we read in this video for a quick little wrap up. We started with If It Makes You Happy, and I did the audiobook for that. What did I rate this book? I think I rated it 4, or was it 4.5? Really enjoyed that one. I feel like both of these books had the perfect fall aesthetic. Drawn Together takes place in New York City, and the the way that she wrote about that setting in New York was perfect. If it makes you happy, it takes place in a small town, kind of Gilmore Girls inspired. Obviously, it's just gonna have the perfect vibes. I just really enjoyed their relationship and the fact that they were a little bit older, and I loved the relationship that the male main character had with his daughters, and seeing our female main character come in and kind of weave her way into this family and kind of make it complete was just so cute. And it also takes place in the 90s, which was so nostalgic and just perfect. Everything that was described from the 90s, it was like perfection. I think this audiobook was really good and I enjoyed it. Also, another recommendation that I think you should go and pick up. Then I picked up the audiobook for Hot for Slayer by Ali Hazelwood. That is a quick little novella. I think it's like an Audible original. There's like a collection of different ones, but honestly, I was just interested in Ali Hazelwood. I had just finished Mate. I was so into her like paranormal romances, so I decided to pick up Hot for Slayer, and it was so quick. I rated this okay-ish. I enjoyed what I got. When I finished it, I said the only bad thing is that it is way too short. I feel like this could have been a full-length novel and we really got to know the characters. That would have been perfection. But what we got, I'm happy with it. I'm okay with it. Our female main character is a vampire and the male main character is a vampire slayer. He has been following her for centuries, literally. Every time he finds her, she ends up escaping. But this one time, someone else catches her and is literally about to kill her. And he shows up and saves her and he's like, no, I get to do this. He's like, no one else gets to do this but me. While he's saving her, he hits his head and he loses his memory for a bit. She takes him with her and the whole time she's kind of freaking out because he is literally meant to kill me. What if he remembers? But he's kind of like, can you help me? Like, let me go with you. I don't know anything. And so it takes place in like a day or two. You just kind of see them be together, of him not remembering and her trying to be careful. And I would say if you like vampires, check out this book. It's super quick. It's like 82 pages. If you have Kindle Unlimited, you get the audiobook with the download, so just pick it up. It won't hurt to try it, and it was so good. I really enjoyed it and I wish we had more of them. I think those are all the 3 books that I read in this video, and I just realized I didn't read any physical copies. And I have fall books, so maybe I could do another reading vlog later on where I try and read some of those. Don't worry, we still have a couple more weeks of fall. That is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed reading some fall reads with me, and I truly hope that you pick these books up because I enjoyed them so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more reading vlogs, bookish content, stuff like that. I'll see you next time. Bye.